What's up, you guys? My name is Zeke. Welcome back to another motivational video. Today we're going to be talking about how to stay away from toxic people. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys leave a like down below, comment anything you like or dislike about today's video, and also subscribe for more content like this. Toxic people are all around us every day, and the first thing I can say about staying away from those kind of people is just being aware that they exist. Being aware that there is those type of people out there. You might think after meeting someone that there's no way that there's someone like that. There is no way that someone acts like that on a regular day basis. There's no way that someone's like this or that, or no way someone's that mean or that dramatic or just whatever negative toxic traits they have. You could think, oh, there's no way that someone can be like that. But the first thing is the realization that there is people like that, and just realizing that you can do your best to stay away from them, but they do exist, and that's just the world we live in, and that's just human nature. So that's the first thing you do, is just realize that there is toxic people out there. Toxic people are all around the world, and you can attract those people just as easy as anyone else out there, and you might not realize you're attracting those people, and they also sometimes don't realize they are coming to you, and some people intentionally do that. It's just a realization of knowing when you're in those situations. I have 5 tips or steps. I want to call these more tips because there's not really an order for these. It's just 5 tips, I'd say, for stay away from toxic people. And the first one I'm going to say is live your own life. Live your own life. Focus on you. Focus on doing the things you like. Focusing on your goals. Stay on your path of life and don't focus on other people's, or don't focus on getting friends too much. When if you just focus on your path, you're gonna find those people naturally through the things you like to do, and you're gonna find people that enjoy the same things as you and are alike you, and you're gonna find yourself not running into those toxic people as much, because you're focusing on yourself and you're focusing on living your own life instead of searching for friends. And then you end up finding those people that are like that have toxic traits, because the toxic people out there usually look for people to be toxic towards. So just live your own life. And also, most of the toxic people out there are very dependent. So again, they're going to be looking for people to be dependent on so they can be toxic towards. So stay away from those people that are searching. You might find friends that were searching for friends, and not all of them are bad people, but it's just some toxic people tend to come that way. Tip number 2, don't let yourself be manipulated. It's very easy to become manipulated. I'm a people pleaser. Like, I have a big heart, I like to think, and most of the things I would do, or people like me would do, is like, if someone asks them to do something, or someone wants you to do something and it's for that person because they're out of the kindness of their heart, they're going to do that for that person. And this is something I'm working on, and other people like me should work on, is just not to always do that for people. If someone needs something, you should think, okay, is this good for me? Is this good for them? Should I actually do this for that person? And if you have to even debate that in your head, then it should be a no. Because if you don't feel like you're helping yourself by doing it, or you're actually feeling like a good person to doing this, and it's actually a smart decision, then you should not be doing it. Don't let yourself be manipulated. If you don't know what manipulated means, it means that person is intentionally saying things or doing things to control you. If you do this, it's going to make me feel this way, or if you do that, it's going to make me feel this way, or we've been friends for this long, or just stuff like that, because that's all manipulative comments that are hoping to make you feel bad and basically reverse the situation. Manipulation is a hard concept to understand, but I think most people understand what manipulation is. It's just, don't get yourself wrapped up in the situations where you're feeling like you're being manipulated. If you do, get yourself out of that. Tip number 3 is be aware of those toxic people. I kind of said at the beginning of the video, but it's just being aware that there is toxic people out there, and being aware that that is a thing, and not everyone's perfect. And once you meet that first toxic person and you deal with the problems with them, you're gonna realize that they exist. You're gonna meet this person, you're gonna endure the problems you have with them, then you're gonna realize, wow, that person is like that, and there's other people like that naturally, and that's just how humans work. And you just gotta do your best to stay away from those people and live your own life. So just be aware of those people and watch out for them. Tip number 4, if you end up with toxic people, get away ASAP. Over time, being with toxic people is very draining. It's very draining mentally and physically. physically can be more depending on what's going on, but when you're with toxic people, it drains you. It's like, because you're constantly being manipulated, being told what to do. You might have to act different. You have to put on a front that isn't you. You're not able to be yourself. So get away from those toxic people as fast as possible, because the faster you're away from them, the faster you're able to grow as yourself, your full self, and a healthy self. The more you're with that toxic person, the more it's just gonna drain you, and you're not gonna feel like you can just be happy and be yourself. Tip number 5, do not be toxic yourself. That's the one thing you can do. Being with toxic people can in turn make you a toxic person instead of you pulling away from that toxic person and be like, okay, you're toxic, I don't want to be with you, and slowly backtracking, you can become toxic with them, and then you go and make more people toxic. So the one thing you can do yourself is not become toxic yourself. And if you are naturally already a toxic person, you should be focusing on yourself and figuring out what is the root of your toxicity and trying to develop yourself through that. There's always a solution to it. It could be a mental disorder. It could be just something you have to just realize with yourself and you fix it. It could be someone else telling you that you make those problems. If you make those problems and you're that toxic, you have those traits, and people tell you that, you have to listen and try and change that. If it's a mental disorder, get help. There's things like therapy and such like that. Just make sure you're not being toxic yourself, because then you're just spreading more negativity in this world that's already filled with it. Thank you guys for watching today's video. Make sure you guys leave a like down below, comment anything you liked or disliked about today's video, and also make sure to subscribe. I love you guys all so much. Thank you for watching today's video. Peace out.